The reason for inviting you to this press conference is to enable me to clarify certain points relating to the issue of the DAP making an offer of a state seat in Negri and subsequently a federal seat to Tunku Abidin Mohris, who, as many of you may know, is a son of the ruler of Negeri Sembilan. He is in fact a second son, youngest son. I have reproduced a note from Tunku Abidin, in which he says, "Dear Tunku Aziz, some quarters are interpreting my statement yesterday as an attack on you, which was not my intention and I regret. My full statement is below, and for ease of reference I have put it down at the back as an attachment. And as I will make clear in my article on Friday, I do not know the circumstances in which this came out because I was not there. I felt I needed to make a statement because the press were harassing me since Sunday morning. I only wished it did not become a public issue in the first place. Best wishes, Abidin." And I replied more or less immediately. I said, "Dear Tunku, I thank you for your generous gesture in writing to me to explain the true intent and import of your statement to the press. I'm holding a press conference on Friday to explain my side of the episode and how I came to be involved in what could well have turned out to be an unfortunate development." You seem to have put great store by the private nature of your conversation with Anthony Locke, and you were right. Where you were wrong was your pointed reference to the fact that by implication I had breached an important principle involving the sanctity of and respect for privacy. Now, any reasonable man would perforce come to that conclusion. I was not there when Anthony Locke spoke to you and therefore not privy to what transpired eventually. I was told about it after the event that DAP wanted to invite you to stand on their ticket for a parliamentary seat. You having spurned an earlier attempt to invite you to stand for a state seat. The prize being dangled before your eyes was that of Menteri Besar of Negeri Sembilan. Now, if anyone had violated your privacy in this instance, it was Anthony Locke, who volunteered information to me and in the nature of things, presumably others, relating to his political plan for your consideration. I was not a party to any privacy agreement that you might have had with Anthony Locke. I was naturally pleased that you had the good sense, something I've always credited you with, to reject such a constitutionally dangerous proposal. I realized then that DAP would stop at nothing, even the possible compromise and destruction of your dynasty. I speak as someone from inside. My concern was that you, as the son of a sitting ruler, were being targeted to serve the political ends of a chauvinistic socialist party, and one that is not too friendly towards the likes of you and me because of the institutions we are associated with. Now, your choice of the Tunkus, whom you have trotted out to debunk my assertion about the impropriety of the sons of sitting rulers being drawn into dubious and constitutionally dangerous situations, ignores the fact that none of them at the time of their forays into party politics had a father on the throne. Now, you cannot hide behind a cloak of secrecy where a matter of public interest is involved. Now, neither can we ignore the lack of concern shown by the DAP about the consequences for your family should you not have shown a high degree of wisdom and maturity? You're free to use this. This is an open public document. I'm not unused to the jobs I have done to respecting privacy, but in this case, what had been attempted is of national interest and has every potential for fomenting a constitutional crisis. Well, I certainly, don't enjoy having to talk about this. In fact, I had said to some of my friends in the media when they asked me, I said, we should just leave Tunku Abidin out of this because he is not involved in politics. Yeah, we must have some kind of barrier between the ruling houses and politics. Yeah, politics, as you know, is rough and tumble. Let those people who are there constitutionally to provide unity, to the people of our country, they should not be dragged into politics. So this is why I was personally very upset when DAP made this preposterous, mindless offer, which would somehow or other, at some point, drag the Negeri House into the political arena. Yeah. We should not be doing this. We should not allow them to be put in a position where they have to defend themselves on matters which are rightly outside of their jurisdiction or control. Politics is not for those who are members of the ruling families of Malaysia.